So the big question is this: should you date one man at a time? Today, I discuss the dangers of dating a single person. My name is Joan Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. So yesterday, there was some brouhaha going on social media. I don't really follow social media, but someone had sent me a post about a celebrity saying that women should date multiple men before getting into a relationship. And you can imagine how she was dragged, and there was so much criticism around this perspective. And for me, it just begs the question, do people really understand what the difference is between dating and being in a relationship? This seems to come up a lot in recent times, and I just wonder, is it that difficult to understand? This is 2024. Come on. So today I really want to touch on why it is really dangerous to only date a single person and rush into a committed relationship. So, first of all, when you date multiple people, it helps you understand what your preferences are. What are the things that really matter to you? By interacting with just one person, then that's all you know. But if you're interacting with multiple people, then you might say, oh, okay, so I like this and I don't like that. And this is a pet peeve of mine, or this is a deal breaker, or this is a green flag, or this is something that I've never tried before and I enjoy. It helps you to really, really understand what it is that you truly seek in a partner, their qualities, their values, and their vision. Because again, remember that successful relationships are based on aligning on shared values, shared goals, and a shared vision of what your future would look like together. Another aspect of dating multiple people or rotational dating, it's not really just about judging people or just leading people along or stringing them along. No, it is about getting to know different kinds of people as well, right? You're trying to test out what your compatibility is with different people. And I, for one, I encourage all of my clients, all of my friends, everybody I know, my family, my enemies, everybody, please go out there and date multiple people. It's not about being superficial or feeling like, oh, I can get multiple partners. It is not about that. It is not an opportunity to play the field and be irresponsible. No, it is not about that. It is just a way for you to learn a little bit more about yourself, test the waters, see what's out there, see what really works for you, what's compatible with you, and then you can go ahead and make a decision. For me, dating is so much more important than rushing into a committed relationship. I meet a lot of women who go from first date to, oh, I'm now in a relationship. And boy, oh boy, are there many, many dangers of jumping into that. Part of the reason why a lot of people feel that they need to rush into a relationship is either because they feel like there's scarcity, so I need to jump while I have someone, or maybe it's even just from external pressures. Maybe your family's putting a lot of pressure on you, or your friends, or maybe you're the one putting all this pressure on yourself because you're anxious about being single and you're just tired of being single. I get it. But still, it is safer and better for you to stay in the dating game as long as possible before jumping into a committed relationship. When you jump into a relationship, you usually overlook all of the compatibility issues, all of the red flags, because guess what? Now you've said yes, and now you need to figure out how to make the relationship work. But the truth is, a lot of these red flags will show up later, and you know what happens? Then it leads to a lot of unrealized expectations, a lot of misalignment, a lot of conflicts, and eventually heartache ended the relationship. So when you really give yourself a chance to know a person or to know multiple people, then you're not as invested as quickly, because now you're sharing your time with multiple people and you're not just focusing or honing in on one. Yes, there might be one that you prefer or you have a preference for, but as you get to know all the other people, you might find that what you thought was your ideal is no longer your ideal. There's someone else who's a better fit for you. So it's about really getting clear on what it is that you want and how it's compatible with your person, your values, and where you are in life. So key. For me, dating multiple people is the best and safest way to slow down the dating process so that you don't jump too quickly and jump to your own disaster, meaning the relationship crashes and burns. So again, I really want to buttress this point around dating multiple people. If you're doing it in secret, or you're not being honest and transparent about it, then that's not really a responsible way to do it. If you're going to date multiple people, then they should know. They should know where you're at. They should know that you're considering other people as well, and understand that you haven't made any decision. They need to be clear on where exactly they stand with you, right? This is an opportunity for you to say, well, currently I'm dating multiple people, and we'll see. And I will let you all know when I make a decision, because I need to be clear on who I want to be with. This is just a phase where I get to know each of you a little bit better. And that's okay. I did exactly the same thing before I picked Davide. I was dating 4 men at the same time for pretty much the same period of time, because I met all of them in the same week. And eventually Davide showed himself to be the best of the lot. And that's it. Bob's your uncle. So there's nothing wrong with dating multiple people. It's how you handle it, I think, is more important. So make sure that you're transparent. You know why you're doing it. You're not just using it as an opportunity to manipulate people or to take advantage of people who like you. No, it's not about that. They should know, hey, look, I've got other people I'm talking to, I'm getting to know you, and maybe limit the amount of physical things that you do. Like, don't go too far physically, because for a lot of women, once they're physical or intimate with a guy, then it's a little bit difficult to detach after that. You start having all these expectations and assumptions that you're already in a relationship when you're probably not. So again, this all came about because someone sent that post to me, and I'm just like, come on, it's 2024. Can we normalize dating already? There is nothing wrong with dating multiple people. The problem is that we've grown up believing that boy meets girl, boy likes girl likes boy, you get married. No, it is not the movies. There is a period in between called the dating phase. If we spend more time dating, then maybe there'll be fewer divorces, because now you've taken the time to get to know the person, to really be in tune with what it is that you're looking for, and you have done the assessment to make sure that you're compatible with this person. Because how many of us know that you can like and love a person but not be compatible? There's so many miserable people who are still attracted to their partners today. Whew. Okay, so date multiple people. This is 2024. Please do not let this narrative or this stigma around dating stop you. No. What's worse is rushing into a relationship with someone you're not compatible with. I have been there. I married that. I don't want that for you. So take your time, get to know people, get to know as many people as possible, and then make a decision when you feel ready. And when the time is right, you both will know, because you will know a lot about each other. You will feel at peace with the person. You will know that this person ticks all of your boxes. You will feel like you can't do life without them. It would just be a natural progression to the next level. So if you have to ask, what are we? Then maybe that means that you're in a hurry. Just slow things down a little bit. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please go ahead and like and subscribe to this podcast. Thank you for listening to today's episode on the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. Till next time, sending you love and light.